Welcome, dear friends, to another spine-chilling episode of Coffin Talk. Tonight, we venture beyond the well-trodden paths of Dracula and Frankenstein to explore the forgotten corners of Hammer horror. While the studio is famed for its iconic monsters, some creatures lurk in the shadows, awaiting rediscovery. Join us as we unearth these overlooked terrors.
Wait, there are Hammer horror films without Dracula and Frankenstein? This I've got to see.
Indeed, Jody. Hammer's vaults are filled with unsung horrors that deserve their moment in the moonlight. First, we journey to the icy peaks of the Himalayas with the Abominable Snowman from 1957. This film introduces us to the legendary Yeti, a creature shrouded in mystery and fear.
So, like Bigfoot's frosty cousin.
Oh, well, precisely. The narrative follows Dr. John Rawlinson, portrayed by the incomparable Peter Cushing, as he joins on an expedition to uncover the truth behind the Yeti legend. Unlike typical monster flicks, this film delves into themes of exploitation and the unknown. Offering a more cerebral horror experience.
Sounds like it's more about monsters within than the monster itself.
Oh, astutely observed, Jody. It's a thought-provoking tale that challenges our perceptions of the unknown, kind of like The Thing from John Carpenter. Now, Peter Cushing, renowned for his roles in Hammer films, he later gained international fame as Grand Moff Tarkin in Star Wars. Next, we delve into the eerie moors of Cornwall with the plague of the zombies. Long before the zombie craze of recent decades, Hammer presented this chilling tale of the undead.
Wait, Hammer did zombies? And here I thought it was all capes and fangs.
Oh, indeed. This film explores a small village plagued by the mysterious deaths, leading to the revelation of voodoo rituals and reanimated corpses. Its atmospheric storytelling and haunting visuals make it a standout in Hammer's repertoire.
So zombies before zombies were cool. Huh, trendsetters, those Hammer folks.
Quite so. They ventured into uncharted territories, bringing fresh horrors to the screen. Now, the film's director, John Gilling, also helmed The Reptile, another Hammer horror that explored exotic terrors. Our next feature, X, the Unknown. Introduces a different kind of terror, a radioactive, shapeless entity emerging from the Earth's core.
So it's like the Blob's British cousin.
Oh, an apt comparison. This film showcases a formless menace that feeds on radiation, posing a threat to all in its path. It's a gripping tale that blends science fiction with horror, reflecting the era's nuclear anxieties. I don't think those anxieties have gone far, Jody.
Ah, the good old science goes wrong trope. Classic.
Indeed. It's a testament to Hammer's ability to tap into contemporary fears. The film's writer, Jimmy Sangster, was instrumental in crafting many of Hammer's classic horror narratives, including The Curse of Frankenstein and Dracula in 1958. Now, this one is interesting because, Jody, you know I love Kung Fu theater. On the heels of martial arts master Bruce Lee's death, combining martial arts with Gothic horror, that legend of the 7 golden vampires is a unique entry into Hammer's catalog.
Kung Fu and vampires? Now that's a mashup I didn't see coming.
Precisely. The film sees Professor Van Helsing, once again portrayed by Peter Cushing, traveling to China to combat a vampire curse. It's a cross-cultural horror experience that blends Eastern and Western mythologies.
It sounds like the Blade movie owes a lot to Hammer.
Oh, indeed. It's a bold experiment that showcases Hammer's willingness to innovate. I mean, come on, Jody. It's a Shaw Brothers production. You have Kung Fu vampires. This is pretty much amazing. This film was marked as one of the earliest collaborations between Western and Eastern cinema, merging Hammer's Gothic horror with Hong Kong Shaw Brothers martial arts expertise. Actually, the year before, Warner Brothers released Enter the Dragon with Bruce Lee. Lastly, we explore demons of the mind. A psychological horror that delves into the madness and family secrets.
So, no literal demons.
No, correct. The demons here are metaphorical, representing the inner turmoil of a troubled family. Jody, sound familiar? It's a haunting tale that blurs the line between reality and insanity.
It sounds like a deep dive into the human psyche. Heavy stuff.
Indeed. It's a film that challenges the viewer to confront the darkness within. Oh, I wake up in the morning and greet mine, Jody. Oh, hello, darkness, my old friend. See what I did? I hope we don't get a copyright strike. Now, the film's director, Peter Sykes, also directed To the Devil, a Daughter, another Hammer horror that pushed the boundaries of the genre and clothing. These forgotten gems highlight Hammer's versatility and willingness to explore diverse horrors. While Dracula and Frankenstein remain iconic, it's essential to remember and appreciate these lesser-known tales that contributed to such a rich tapestry of horror cinema.
Well, I guess it's time to add these to the watch list. Who knew there was so much more to Hammer?
Indeed, Jody. To our viewers, have you experienced these overlooked horrors? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Tell us which one is your favorite Hammer horror film. And as always, look beyond the familiar, for true terror often hides in the shadows. Pleasant nightmares.